12 mysteries that challenge all scientific limits. Have you ever wondered if there are things in this world that are beyond human comprehension? Does the line between truth and fiction, between science and the supernatural, feel incredibly thin to you? In a world that we think has been fully explored, there are still real-life stories so unbelievable they force you to rethink everything you've ever believed. From people coming back from the dead to ghost ships and mysterious second faces, these aren't just myths. They are part of human history. Today, we're going to cross those lines, unveiling the veil of mystery. The truth is often stranger than fiction. Over centuries, countless stories have been recorded that seem like they belong only on screen. But they exist, and they challenge our very understanding of logic. Let's start with the mysteries that science still can't fully explain, stories about life and death. You'll see that sometimes death isn't the end. The story of the man who came back to life from 1885 is a classic example. A man received a letter from his brother who had died 13 years earlier. In the letter, the brother wrote about being mentally ill and that he would visit soon. Terrified, the man dug up his brother's grave and was horrified to find the coffin empty. This story became an urban legend, leading many to believe that mysterious things exist after death. The mystery isn't just with the deceased, it also exists with people who live seemingly normal lives. The story of the woman who lived in a cupboard shocked Japan in 2008. A man installed a security camera to find out who was stealing food from his kitchen, only to discover a woman had been living in his cupboard for an entire year without his knowledge. A ghostly life right inside your own home. It's a truly unsettling thought. This mystery even extends to the natural world. The story of the 17-month-old boy who bit a venomous snake to death is a more recent and astonishing event. In 2015, a mother found her son covered in blood with a dead venomous snake in his mouth. Doctors found no trace of a bite or venom on the boy, suggesting he had found and killed the snake before it could strike. It proves that human instinct can overcome all limits of age and consciousness, the limits of sanity. If you think these mysteries only happen in a specific time or place, you're wrong. They are everywhere, and they challenge our sanity. One day, students at Riverwood Elementary School in Australia discovered 1.5 liters of mysterious human blood in a playhouse. Despite DNA testing, authorities could never find the owner of the blood. The biggest question remains unanswered. Where did the blood come from, and why was it there? Next, let's talk about the man with two faces, Edward Mordrake. He was born with a second face on the back of his head. This face couldn't speak, but it could smile and cry independently of his own emotions. He begged doctors to remove this devil face, but was refused. He eventually took his own life at 23. His story became a haunting mystery that is still debated today. Some stories are so bizarre, they're hard to believe. A man named George Boyer achieved his dream at 68 to become an amputee. He shot himself in the leg and begged doctors to remove it. This story raises questions about the fine line between personal desire and madness, the limits of fate. If there's an invisible thread connecting these stories, it's coincidence. Or is it destiny? One of the most famous stories is about the ghost ship, the SS Aurang. In 1948, a strange signal was received from the ship off the coast of Indonesia. All crew members are dead. When investigators boarded the ship, they found the entire crew dead with their eyes wide open, looking up in horror. There were no signs of violence or disease. Their deaths remain a huge question mark, just like the mystery of the doomed phone number. The telecom company Mobitel in Bulgaria had to stop issuing the number 888 after 3 of its users died within 10 years. The first was the company's former CEO, followed by 2 drug lords. A truly spine-tingling coincidence. Perhaps the strangest coincidence is the story of Edgar Allan Poe. In 1838, he wrote a novel about 3 sailors who ate their friend to survive a shipwreck. 46 years later, in 1884, that story came true, and the unfortunate sailor was named Richard Parker, the same as the character in Poe's novel. The limits of time and reflection. Is there a connection between these mysteries and the flow of time? The story of the skull of war has made many people rethink the idea of a curse. Locals warned Soviet archaeologists not to take the skull of the General Timur because it would lead to war. A day after they took it, Nazi Germany attacked the Soviet Union, causing one of the bloodiest wars in history, or the story of the mysterious film. Rita Swift was shocked to find a film roll with 60 photos from 1969. But 3 of the pictures were taken in the 1800s using the oldest photography method. This raises questions about signals from the past or a strange twist of time. Even President Lincoln had a strange dream. 10 days before he was assassinated, he dreamed of his own death when he asked a soldier next to a corpse, "Who is that?" The soldier replied, "That is the president." And then there's one of history's most compelling unsolved mysteries, the man in the iron mask. In 1669, King Louis XIV imprisoned a man without trial, forcing him to wear an iron mask for the rest of his life. To this day, his identity remains a secret. Many theories exist, with some speculating he was the king's own twin brother. These stories, while seemingly disconnected, share one thing. They challenge the boundaries we believe are fixed. We trust in science, logic, and obvious truths. But these stories reveal another world where anything is possible. From the unsolved mystery of the man in the iron mask to the legends about Richard Parker, they all remind us that this world has so much left to discover. Mystery isn't something to fear. It's meant to spark our curiosity and push us to seek answers. And perhaps that curiosity is what makes life so interesting. What are your thoughts on these thin lines? Let me know in the comments below.